Hi, everyone. Well, it's Friday, not Thursday, but hooray, it's Friday because it's the end of the week and so many fabulous things are happening on the weekend. So I'm coming to you live today because I had to work yesterday and I didn't get enough notice to do a video in preparation. Hope you've all had a fabulous couple of weeks. I was away last week. It was very nice, relaxing in Fiji. I keep going to call it Hawaii, but it's not. It's Fiji. Welcome back. Today's live. We've got one of the things that we do in our team. I belong to a greater team called the Insomniacs. My personal team is called the Unique Hue Crafters because we're quite unique, and we all bring a little bit of something different to our to the team group. The greater craft group that I belong to is called Insomniacs, and each month, which is one of the fun things I love about being part of a team, is that our team leader, Linda, she she puts a challenge up each month. And this month's challenge is creating cards without stamping. Now, Stampin' Up is all about stamps, ink, and paper. Hi, Elizabeth. How you going? Stamps, ink, and paper are what the bare basics of Stampin' Up is about. It's actually more about the community. It's more about the getting together. Hi, Cheryl. So welcome everyone on. It's so good to see you all. And I'm so glad that you all could join me today because I know this is not our normal day. Stampin' Up's about community. It's about bringing people together. The stamps, inks, and paper are just a tool. Okay. It's getting like-minded people together to, hi Lo, share with, Lo, Laurie coming up for a craft on the weekend. You won't be able to find your take a pick tool because you left it here last time. Just saying. When Linda puts up a challenge in our team page, there's about 100 of us in this greater team, and we get people that are beginners, people that are avid crafters that have been doing it for as long as Linda has. Linda's been crafting with Stampin' Up for over 17 years. So she joined sort of fairly soon when they came into Australia. So she's been with them for a long time. So you've got a massive range of people that craft together. And everybody's so gracious about their praise and their encouragement, and that is all part of the fun. So what I thought I'd do today is I'm going to create what I'm going to put up for our team challenge. Now, I haven't really thought about what I was going to do. I've just grabbed a few things together. There is not a stamp pad. Oh, there's a stamp pad. I've got an ink pad, but there's no stamp set on my table. Got a few other little goodies. So, hi, Manny. Oh, we've got it. Everybody's on. It's great fun. So I'm thinking Friday might be a better day, although I do work every second Friday, so that'll throw a spanner in the works, and it's a late one when I finish on every second Friday. So I have to think about it because things are going to change when it comes to work anyway. So what I'll show you what's on my table. It's a very messy table, but that's okay. I've hidden most of it from you. And that's nothing unusual, but I can do this. So you can still see me at the same time. I can even move me. How cool is that? Oh, no. Oh, I just found something new. All right. So let's put me back down the bottom and let's make this big. Okay. Oh, I do like that. So I can make that the bigger one and then I go back down the bottom. Do you like that? Are you all a bit seasick now? Okay. So what I've got on my table is our ephemera packs. Now, a few years ago, when I first started Stampin' Up, we had scrapbooking kits. How wonderful it is that they're coming back with our close to my heart friends joining us. But we used to have ephemera packs and kits for scrapbooking, so it was really quite good fun. Then they all went away and I was like, oh, okay. So we had our embellishments. They were, the little flowers, the little gems, all of those sorts of things. But taking it a step further, if you wanted to create something to embellish your page with it, you had to stamp it. You had no choice. So for those people that might be getting, like, have a little bit of a shake in their hands, they can't color in as well as they'd like to, they want an ephemera pack that they can literally pull out and stick, we've got these covered. So I don't normally do anything in blues. I'm more of a green and an orange sort of person. So I thought I'd pull out Azure Afternoon. Now, Azure Afternoon is one of our bright blues. It's a very pretty color. It goes, there's some designer series paper that goes with it. This stack is available in the online store. It is on the reduced 15% off at the moment. It's a 6x6 pack that's called Lighter Than Air. It does coordinate with our hot air balloons, but one of the colors in that is Azure Afternoon. Oh, I've got a bit of a glary light there. So I thought I'd pull that over just in case I decided I wanted some designer series paper. I don't think I do, but I'm not sure. So what I didn't grab was my trimmer, but that's okay. I've got my card base is going to be Azure Afternoon. I've got a few other pieces here together. I do have a stamp folder, embossing folder with me, and of course I've got my envelope. Now, it will be very difficult to do an envelope without a stamp unless I use designer series paper, but I'll show you a couple of other things. Hi Pauline, how are you going? Hope everybody is well. Now, what else I bought? The table, I have got a couple of blending brushes on my table. I've got some gems. Again, these are available in the online store. These are the rainbow adhesive backed dots, and they actually coordinate with this packet of paper perfect. So does this baker's twine. So those three things go quite nicely together. Anytime you see anything of mine with a green dot on it, that means it's an online store exclusive. This was in a catalogue, but then it moved into there because we all loved it so much. I also have a door bar. I don't know if I mentioned that before. I did bring some ribbon over to the table, but I don't think I'm going to need it. And then I've got some of the ephemera packs. Now, in this little packet here, this is one of our stamp cases. You can purchase them as a packet of 4. They are perfect for holding our ephemera packs. And Pauline, I also discovered they are perfect for holding all the bits to our scrapbooking pages, which I haven't finished. So I will get that one finished. No, the one I did the other day. It's just been madness. I've been doing spring cleaning stuff like cleaning windows and other exciting stuff. Went shopping at the plant shop today, so you know it's all good fun. So this one of our ephemera packs, and I can't remember the name of this one. It's gonna, but excuse the dogs. So these ones are in our annual catalogue. So what they are, they're actually little pictures. They're already printed. They're all great in that respect, and they're laser cut, so they just push out quite nicely. These containers hold them quite beautifully. As you can see, there's quite a few of them that are floating around in there. That's a really cute little pack. It's got flowers, it's got bees, it's got fish, it's got some oh, I can't remember what do I want. I don't want to call it a garland. What do I want to call this? You know what I mean. They're like the flaggy things. Yeah, you know, just saying. It's got butterflies, it's got ice creams, it's got stars, it's even got a cactus. And hold on a second. That's my GP ringing me. That means my blood test is not crash hot. Tony. I might ignore him. What do you reckon? I don't know that I want to answer that phone call. I don't know where my phone's gone, but when my husband comes back, I'll get him to ring my GP back. Okay. I wasn't expecting that phone call. Just saying. Anyway, so it's got lemons and all that sort of stuff in it. Then we have got, yes, that's the word, banner. This one here is called our Fully Flowering. I can hear the kettle going, so Tony won't be far. There's 2 of each one, and there's 2 of each piece in here as well. So you get 2 sheets of each one, and they're fitting there quite firmly. So on this one, we've got some really pretty flowers. So you can go colouring if you want. What's going on there? Okay, so 2 of that. There's 2 of each. More flowers. More flowers. Hope you like flowers. And surprise, surprise, more flowers. But then it tells us fully flowering. Right? Yep. It also tells you all the colors that go with it. Okay, so there is a list of all the colors that are included in the pack. All right, and you can mix and match them. Now there is one pack that I don't have, and that is it's all squares and banners, not square banners, tags, and all of those sorts of things. But this one is my favorite. I haven't opened it yet, so you all get to have a sticky at it with me. So this one is called Say Something. Right, and I reckon this is going to be perfect for our scrapbook pages. Oh, just dig into that piece of cardboard there. Okay, pull these ones out. Got to hold my teeth in the right position. Right, so we've got lots of different little labels, and yes, they'll work. Some of them will work on the scrapbooking pages. So like a birthday page can have, this is a confetti, sparklers and streamers kind of celebration. Definitely. You know, bunches of thanks probably won't work unless you've got, you could always set that picture up with a little kid with some flowers in their hot little hand, couldn't you? What are they called? Wet the beds? Dandelions? But look at these ones. How much fun are these? They are huge. And again, there's 2 of each one. So there's birthday wishes. Oh, that one can go over there. And then there's like, this one's got happy, love you, friend, beautiful, thanks, ahoy, honey, a howdy, not honey. There's hip hip hooray, good luck, all of those sorts of things. And then these ones have got other little goodies on them. So thanks for always being my friend, smooth sailing, sunny skies. And you know what? They go perfectly with these guys as well, because there is actually a boat in here. So let's get started. What I will do, because Tony just walked past me, is he's going to come and get my phone from wherever it is, so that when my GP, it's over there, honey, somewhere, when my GP rings back, he's going to answer it. So this, look, I do love this feature on the phones. There you go. Oh, he's found it. All good. Okay, so let's get started. That's fine. So this is Azure Afternoon. It's a really pretty blue colour. It's a bit more, see, I do like it a lot. And I know that Auntie Lol likes it a lot too, because like that was one of her coasters, and now it's mine. And you'll have to excuse my red fingernails because I've been playing in red and pink for card class on the weekend. So, all right. So we've got, now you'll notice that, oh, you probably can't see it. There's a little mark on here. Guess what? I'm going to hide it. So sometimes, let's see if there's a piece of designer series paper that I like. So shall we go with a more masculine card, or shall we go with a more feminine card? What do you reckon? So do we want flowers or do we not want flowers, essentially? You guys get to pick. So who votes for flowers? Just pop flowers in the comments. If you vote for non-flowers, then we will have non-flowers. Or we got some votes. So you can see here, look, these are great. How cool is that? Those stripes are glorious. Spots are even more fab. There's little flowers. They won't go because they're they look like, yeah. Doesn't, oh yes, it is pool party. I was going to say it doesn't have it on there, but yes, they're pool party. And some checks. My favorite piece in the whole pack, non-flowers. Yep, I'm thinking non-flowers. Boy cards. Okay, so this one here is a little bit lighter than our Azure Afternoon. Now, I've done a card recently, and I can't remember if it was for you guys or whether it was for one of the challenges that I belong to as well. So I thought I'd show you another technique, and then we can decide. So I'll pull this piece out because we might decide to have that as our background, because that actually looks quite nice together. Okay, but now you'll have to remind me, because it has been a couple of weeks and my memory's a bit like a sieve. It's still hanging out on Fiji time, let me tell you. I am going to, with this piece of cardstock, which is a little bit damaged, I'm going to run it through my cut and emboss machine. This is our distress tiles. It's a 3D folder. Okay. So I'm going to put it in here like so. When you use the Stampin' side up, that means that this will be the embossed side. So because I've got that little bit that's damaged on the back there, thank you, my love. My cup of tea just arrived. I'm going to make sure I pop that on the bottom. So that will give me my debossed side. Okay, so this is our distress tiles. It'll still work for a masculine card. However, what I'm thinking I might do, because it is still, I don't know if you can see it without it, it's still a little bit florally. It's not very, do you see what I mean? It's still, to me, it's still a bit girly. Let me grab, this one's a bit girly. That one, I had another one on the table that was a bit girly. So let me grab a bit of timber, because, you know, timber is not girly. This, if you want to get your hot little hands on this, you need to either be a demonstrator or you need to join. Otherwise, you have to wait until the beginning of next month. Okay, this little beauty that I don't have the name written on it, it is one of the ones that is upcoming in the new Christmas holiday catalogue. So I'm just going to pop it there like so, since we're going a bit blokey, and just shove it through here. And this is the one I used last week in the video that I made for while I was away, because it is a really, really nice folder. Okay, and you'll see, probably, you can see there's a bit of texture on there. Now, I do remember the card that I used last week. You can barely see it. You can see it better on this one, can't you? We've got a couple of different blending tools. You can use a blending brush. You can use a dauber to give this a little bit more, I don't know, what's a nice word for it? Colour. Pizzazz. So as you run your dauber across it here, you'll notice it will actually stick onto the raised up bits more so than the non-raised bits. And then you can see them better. So it was last week that I did that. I do remember now. But we just want to have a little bit of colour on here, just for something, just so that we can sort of define it a little bit. Okay, and I am going to go around my edges just to make them darker. Okay. All right. Now, if you're doing pocket scrapbooking, it is a cool trick, isn't it, Marnie? If you're doing pocket scrapbooking, that actually looks like clouds. So you could do something with our sky and all that sort of stuff. That is the deboss side, where it's actually the grooves on the inside. If you're doing it over that side, you'll end up with, and I'm not going to do it on this side, so I'm not going to stamp on this side. I want to, this is my back, but I just want to show you something. See how it ends up lighter on the inside of our bits where it's actually debossed. Okay, now just so that you know, if you are, because the crafters all do different things, if you are also a cookie or a fondant maker, if you make cookies then you put the fondant on them, or if you make cakes, you can use our embossing folders and a rolling pin. You just need to wash them properly, like as you do with everything that you're using with food. They're just plastic, so there's no reason why. How cool this would look on a cookie, and then you could stick a little owl on it. Sweet as. Anyway, so I'm just going to go around my edges a bit. If I was to use my blending brush on here, the whole lot would get covered, okay? Because it wouldn't, whereas this can actually just glide straight across the top, okay? So I'll just, and then depending on how much pressure you push depends on how much ink comes off. So that's that bit, because I'm going to pop that onto here. Just so that my back, oh man, that's as crooked as a dog's hind leg. I was not looking. Oopsie. Because I want it on this side, because I want it to cover my mark. So that's going to go and land on there. So although I've got my plain blue background, it's got some texture. So it actually adds a little bit of fun. Now, I was going to use, if I look at smooth sailing and sunny skies, that'll work quite nicely. Thanks will work quite nicely because, again, it's the blue. But let's look at this. Come over here, my beauty. Birthday wishes. Look how fabulous they are. They're nice and big. And I'm going to show you some tricks to get glue on these. Now, you could put some of our adhesive back sheets on them, but let me say, they'd probably be, actually, no, you couldn't. You need to do die cutting with that. What am I talking about? All right, out you come. Because the word's so fine, I just don't want to break it. Out you come. And I want to show you a trick with that as well. Sweet. Now, because we've got two of these, this can also be a mask so that you can then pop, you can mask it, you can use your blending brush over it, and then you can stick your word on it, and you can do them in two different colors. Just saying. All right. You can also color these words. So at the moment they're white, but you could color them any color you like. You can also change the color of these ones here if you wanted to. Okay, because at the moment they disappear. So I do have a little piece of white, and birthday wishes. The wishes word just fits. Now, I don't know if, I know that there's some people that watch that do know, especially those girls that come to class. I like to make portrait cards rather than landscape. But the word birthday will fit so much better in that direction. Now, if I'm doing a card in that direction, what I have a tendency to do is I don't cut my card my normal way. I actually cut it differently. And they're all over there on the other table. So that won't be happening today. So we have to make it work this way. Just so that you know, when I'm making landscape cards, I actually cut my A4 cardstock in half, 10.5 by the 29.5 or whatever it is. So it's a long ways. And then I actually score it because it doesn't like to fold nicely, so that I can fold it over so that you get that side opening card. Okay. But anyway, we needed this to go this way. I did bring that over just because I needed it. So now if I have a look in here, this is our little word thing. We can pop happy day on here Thank you for making a difference in my life. Yep. That wouldn't work because that's a bit of hip hip hooray, today's your day would work. And then we could put birthday wishes on the inside. So, because that's the other thing that we've got with the challenge is we don't have a stamp set. So we can't decorate our inside. So at the moment, I've got this very plain inside. Okay, just saying. So we need to think about that as well. What were our other words? We could put happy birthday on it and then we wouldn't have to worry about it, would we? Because happy is a different color altogether. But what's the saying, Laurie? What is it? Blue and green should never be seen without a color in between. Does white count? Just asking. We'll see. Birthday wishes for you. So, all right, but I'm getting ahead of myself, okay? Because my birthday wishes are going to potentially land in the inside. Let's have a look and see what we've got in here. A star would work, but that's not where I'm headed because I know what else is in here. It's just a matter of finding it. Now, I have been playing with these quite a bit, as you can see. I actually ran a class with them. They were lots of fun. And I know that there's a couple of boats in here. See? So we've got 2 boats. Again, they just pop out. A couple of boats. I've even got a sunshine. And a hot air balloon if I wanted one. But I don't at this stage. So there's a couple of little flags and a few other little things in there like that. What have we got over here? Is that they're stars? Not, I was thinking they might be clouds, but on this page here, we've got butterflies. We've got cake. It's a very pretty cake though, so it probably wouldn't be blokey enough. However, there's if you may have seen them, if you just look as we go through, there's a couple of candles too. There's one there. And I believe there's one on, oh, it's not on that page. Must be on the other page. There's 2 different candles in here. Okay, and there's a rainbow and everything like that. There's also a lighthouse. So there's a lot of different things that you can play with that can make it a bit blokey. There's cups of coffee. So you can shout someone a cup of coffee. There's some frames, lots of different things. Anyway, so stop fluffing around, Court, and get to it. So we're going to use some boats. I think they're sailing boats. I know they're sailing boats. Okay? Because we can. And I might also bring in, ooh, let me see. This one here. I really like this little one. Okay. So we've got a sunshine. We've got some boats. We probably don't need that, but I think we will use that though. And I'm just going to pop my sunshine up there. Now, okay, let's see. Flowers would have been so much easier if you'd picked flowers. Cowboy doesn't really do it for me. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm thinking, no, we'll lose it in that too. Okay, so we need that piece of white. I pop that across there. Now, my trimmer's over on the other table. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to need to put this across here, and it's a little bit too big, as you can see. So one of the things you can do, you can use your piece as a ruler. Trimming it with the trimmer is so much neater. However, it's on the other table. But as you can see here, because I've used this straight line, I've got a nice straight line here. All right. So I'm just actually going to pop that on that way, because then I can do what I need to do here with my birthday wishes, because I really don't want to lose my wishes. Can you see me pulling my faces? I'm not a fan so far. I wanted one that says, "It's your." Okay. Birthday wishes might have to go somewhere else, because I actually don't want birthday wishes. I want that to go back up there like that. Excuse me. And I want hip hip hooray, it's your day. Today's your day. There is also these guys. All right. So you are the icing on the cake. There's cake pictures in these guys. All right. That happy birthday is not going to work because of the colors. Wishing you all the best is not going to work. Again, the colors. But this hip hip hooray, it's your day, is going to work. Smooth sailing and sunny skies would also work. However, it doesn't tell them it's a birthday card. So I want it to be a birthday card. I love the saying a paper hug. Just saying. So I'm going to pop my boats on here like so. And I'm going to have this somewhere over here. But I think, what do you reckon? Do I need the lighthouse? Vote yes or no for the lighthouse. And sunny skies. Okay. Can we see some votes for yes or no for a lighthouse? Because I've got it, so I'm thinking that we need to use it. I'll show you what it looks like. No? Pauline's voted no for the lighthouse. It's not in context with our size when it comes down to it. It makes our boat look very, very small. Yep. Okay. No. Show me. Yep. All right, Marnie, I'll show you. So we got nice blue background. We've got hip hip hooray, it's your day. If we were to put a lighthouse over here, and we could have a sailing boat there and another sailing boat up here, that would essentially be the card. But it just looks like all little bits put together to me. What do you reckon? I reckon it needs something else. That's just my saying. Yeah, it does look heaps busy. Whereas we want it to look classy. I'm thinking it's going to need some of this designer series paper. So I'm going to stand up. I'm going to grab the trimmer, because it literally is just here. Ouch, and I just stuck my finger with it. There is a specific way you should pick up the trimmer, and by the blade is not it. Oh, it is bleeding. Whoopsie. Okay. Let's add a little 2 centimeter strip. Okay. We'll make that about 8 centimeters long. Oh, that hurts, man. Look at that. Cuts good. Better than the sugar checkers at work, that's for sure. There you go. Glucometers, that's what they're called. So that's just a little 2 centimeter strip of designer series paper. You can use any designer series paper that you've got. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to put that on there like so. Yep, looking good now. Have you all got your cup of tea? Because Tony gave me one and it's getting cold, so I'll just have a quick sip. And then get a look at this. Oops, too close. That's looking better already, I reckon. What do you think? Pepsi Max? Yep, that's for the win as well. And that little one's off there in the distance. I'm thinking that's looking much better. Okay, and it means I don't think we need our little anchor, or if we were to have our anchor, we could use it instead of the second boat. But I actually think that that's quite fun. All right, because I'm leaving. Look, everybody say hello, Eilish. Here she is. Crouch down, say hi. Right, this is my Eilish. She's my big one. Oh, that really hurts. I stabbed myself with the trimmer. You know. All right. I'll see you later. See you.
I'll be home late.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
All right, see ya. So let's glue some of this down, okay, so that we can have a bit more play. All right. I am going to put my words on the inside as my decoration because, yeah, we've got no stamping, so we need something in there. And then I can show you my trick with putting on the words. So I'll just stick this one on here. It's only just slightly smaller than our piece of our card front, okay? All right. And that is our inside. We don't want that. Now, what I did with these, I have cut, that was 8 centimeters, that's 6 centimeters, sorry, 2 centimeters by 6 inches, so that's 15 centimeters. One of these I've cut at 8 centimeters, making the other one 8 from 15, whatever that math is. Oh, and I'm bleeding on it. No. I'll just hide the bleeding bit. Oh, far out, Brussels sprouts. I need a Band-Aid because it's seriously bleeding. All right. I'll try and keep the blood off it, but I will cover up the blood bits. Oh, look. No, I don't want to turn them over because I want the smaller piece as my bottom. So I'll just put this piece down. Oh, I ended up with a bit of blood down that end. So I'm not in the middle. I'm not near the top or near the top. I'm sort of down a bit. I'll just keep the fingers away that's got the blood on it. Got it good. Gosh, I didn't realize that it could do that. So it was just because of the way I picked it up. So I'll just cover that one there, but it will get covered also by one of our sailing boats. All right. And that fingernail is not blood, that is ink. That's Melamambo. Okay, so because this guy is going to end up going here because it's got a mark there that needs covering. So somewhere on the table is my dimensionals because I was only using them the other day and they have developed legs. All right, I've got glue dots, but I want dimensionals. Grabbing dimensionals. I had everything here. Got everything else I need. Okay, so this boat is going to get put on with dimensionals. And the reason why this one in particular is going to get put on by dimensionals is because I actually want it to be my feature boat, sailing boat. All right. Okay. But it has to cover that mark there. Now, everything else is going to get placed. Yes, it's definitely blood from a fish hook because it's actually bleeding like it would be. The beauty is it's not stinging like it would be if it was a fish hook. This one here is also going to put on dimensionals, but I was going to tuck it underneath there. So I might actually put it on. Oh, I don't know if I need that second ship, the second boat. What do you reckon? I could get away with just the one. Though I do think it looks good with the second one. Oh, tuck under there, baby. I do think it looks good with that second one, don't you? What do you reckon? Maybe we could not put the sun, although I love the sun. Okay, I'm after opinions, everyone, before I glue everything down. So I'll put this hip array on because I like it there. Sun, yes or no? And 1 or 2 boats. Marnie's already voted for 1 boat. Got to hold everything in the right place. So if I was to take off a boat, 1 yacht. Oh, hi, Sharon. And the sun, yes or no? Cheryl says 2. Sharon says yes to the sun. Add the second boat. All right, I'm thinking because we're going to add a second boat, I need a bit more color in the middle here. Mainly because we're looking off into the distance and we're not having color because we can't find the door bar. All right, let's develop some legs. All right, we'll put the sun back there. Oh, I do like it with just 1. No sun? No sun, 2 yachts. Got a couple of votes for 2 yachts and no sun. Try the boat a little bit lower. That boat is stationary. No, I like it at the back, personally. Like they're racing, except they're both going in different directions. I could put that one up there, but nope, that doesn't work. All right, here's another question for you. What about this? No. All right. I'm thinking I need the sun. I'm looking at it thinking I need the sun. And I'm actually going to put the sun there. All right. Sun's on and it's going there in the middle. All right. No anchor. Yeah, as soon as I put it there, I'm like, ooh, no, I don't like that. We've got a sun. Okay, so anchor, sun, and second sailboat are over there. Now, I haven't put any fibre on this. You can put fibre on it if you want. The fibre does match. I'm going to put a couple of gems. I am actually going to be quite specific with my gems. I'm going to put the blue ones on it. The reason why I'm putting the blue ones on it is I want them to be a subtle, like you to be able to see them, but to be able to see them in a subtle sort of manner. So I'm just going to, well, I think you need new putty in your take your pick tool, man. Gotcha. So I don't want them to be standing out as such. Also don't want them to be doing the same job there. Oh, come on. Up you come. I think this take your pick tool needs new putty. Okay. So just a couple of little gems. And you'll see they're very, yep, the other yacht and the insert anchor could go on the insert, definitely. a bit of twine would have been nice wrapped around under there, but it's too late now because everything's stuck down. So when I'm doing my fine letters, because I'm going to put birthday wishes on the inside. Why have I got my stack of books here? We don't need that. When I'm doing those, I'll show you what I do. Okay. So the girls that come to class know I like to hold things up when I'm putting adhesive on them. So with this glue, less is best. Otherwise it goes everywhere. So I'll squeeze it until it comes out the end and I can just see it. And then I'll literally scrape it over my words. So I can see that there's glue on here. I will be very surprised if you can see that there's glue on here. These ephemera packs, the paper's quite thick, so you get a little bit of texture from your card anyway, but the paper's got quite a nice thickness to it. So it's not flimsy to hold or anything like that. I mean, the words are a little bit flimsy because they're just really fine, but they're not disappearing and they're not being difficult. So, but you still only want a very, very fine amount of glue on it. Now, my auntie, when she's doing this sort of stuff, she'll put it on her silicone mat, and that's what works for her. And it's a matter of finding what works for you. Okay. And that will stick down quite nicely right there. Now I can put my hand on there and there's no sticky anywhere. Okay. And I'm going to pop this guy here. So it doesn't leave a lot of room to write. If you had a stamp with the small word of wishes, you could stick it in underneath there if you wanted to. If you had, if I could chop up some of those, the sentiments. If there was one that had the word wishes on it, I can tell you now, I'd be chopping it in half and sticking it in there. But there's lots of different options that you can do, but you don't need to stamp on everything. All right. So, and that's the beauty of some of these. Now, this has actually turned out better than I thought it was going to turn out. So, because I was going to use flowers, let me tell you. And I'm wishing that I had the other pack with all the tags and everything in it, because the tags look really nice, and then I wouldn't have had to have used that little piece of designer series paper. But can you imagine, like, if you've got scraps or anything like that, that work, those, oh, that's going to work. Hold on, I'm just holding my tongue in the right direction. I'm joining those two together like that. I was thinking, oh my gosh, I've got more blood on it, but it's not, wrong hand. If you were, where was I? If you had lots of little scraps, just adding that tiny little bit of element there to your paper, with your paper, it just changes the layering, and that makes the layering look really good. So if you could actually do, without the Hip Hip Hooray It's Your Day, that would make a really good pocket scrapbooking piece. So, you know, like just an element page if you'd been to the beach or you'd been sailing or whatever that particular day. All I'm doing now is just going around my edge just to make it so that it matches that piece at the front. Okay. And the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this in here just to bring, I'm not going to put the other sailing ship in here because I'll save it for another card, but I'll just pop that in there just to bring that home there. Okay. You could go through and make a whole heap of different cards using this pack. A little bit of designer series paper if you desired. All right, or not. Now, I don't have another, I do have another card front here. Okay, how long have we been here already? An hour. So I probably don't have time to do it. Now, what I could do with my envelope, which is here, okay, these are really nice and big. Your envelope will fit in there, but we don't want to do the whole envelope. But there's nothing stopping us from doing part of the envelope. So I'll show you what it looks like when we do this. Okay, I'll just bring the cut and emboss machine in because no one said our envelope has to be flat. Thanks, Pauline. So if we're doing our envelope and I want to just do the end, just to make it a little bit textural here, it's not going, it's going to have a little bit that sticks out the sides, but if you line it up relatively okay, you can get away with that. But I will tell you that the envelope just fits through the cut and emboss machine, like only just. So you have to make sure when you put it through that it goes through without wiggling down the side. Okay, because you don't want it to jam it through. Right? And then we actually have a textured envelope. Okay, so you can see there my envelope's got a bit of texture. Now, it's got a bit of blood too. Right, I made it, oopsie on it. Oh, it's on the front as well. Oh my gosh. All right. It's probably not ideal. I'll do the envelope, but then I'm actually going to dispose of this one because you're not supposed to send blood products through the mail, but you know, hey, that's just the nurse coming out of me saying that. What you can do here is that you can come along again and you can just add a little bit of blue to our texture here. It does need more ink. My huffing's not going to be good enough. And this will give you exactly what I mean. I will show you. See what I mean? It just shows up mainly on our pieces that are sticking up. Because I'm not pressing hard. And that is the trick. Do not press hard and it will just come up on the raised bits. And then you can come through and you can actually throw it around. You can come through and you can just do that. Around your edges, just so that it's a little bit different. Yeah, the texture on the envelope is just makes it, it just changes the dynamics just a little bit. The same as putting designer series paper on it. The thing with putting designer series paper on it, it's more likely to get caught when they send it through the machines. Okay. There's my boat. So there we have our card and our envelope. Thank you for joining me. Not bad, hey, turned out quite good. I'm pretty happy with it. And there is no stamping. So as much as we are about stamps, ink and paper, there's no stamping on this card. So I will just make it so that's in, if I do that, look, see, so stamps, ink and paper, No stamps required. So this time we've used ephemera inks and paper. So to make our beautiful little card. These little things are so cute, and there's so many different things in there. You've got bows, you've got plants, you've got cameras, lots of things. I'm sure that you can all have so much fun. Now, I have put a link in the description that will take you straight to where you find all the ephemera packs. If you are a demonstrator, just be aware there's Christmas ones. So, Pauline, hope you have fun in there, because I know that they will. I'm looking at those thinking scrapbooking pages left, right, and center, because Christmas is one of my favorite times to scrap. And I know I've got a couple of girlfriends that are doing, is it December dailies, I think they're called. So they'll have lots of fun with those. But lots of cute little things in there. The ephemera packs have heaps of different ideas, and there's, because you get two sheets of each one, you've got lots of choice. So all is good. Look forward to catching you all at this stage next week, and I will say toodaloo for now. Thank you all for joining me. Check out the online store for your ephemera packs. Don't forget your gems and all those sorts of stuff, and your pearls to go with it, and a little bit of fiber. If you are thinking about joining, you can shop from the Christmas catalogue or holiday catalogue as part of your joining kit. So that is always really important to remember. And for those that have popped an order in with me in the last 6 months, your catalogue should have arrived in your mailbox. If it hasn't, can you please let me know? All right, all good. If you're watching this on replay, please comment and I'll get back to you.